This is episode, I don't even know what episode this is because I don't know when I'm going to release it.
Are we scratching lottery tickets or no?
Not today. No, so I'm actually going to switch it up because I've been spending a lot of money on scratch-offs.
I know.
And I haven't
You
been,
never win.
and I haven't been hit at all. So instead of doing, so the whole purpose of doing the scratch-offs was to, I was going to spend $150 a month on scratch-offs, which is not like a ridiculous amount, but it's a lot when you're gambling it off,
Yeah,
right?
for sure.
And then whatever was going to be if I would have won anything, all that money was going to just go get donated.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, so it wasn't like I was trying to win any money, but I haven't fucking won anything. I've won like $20 out of like the first
year,
150.
you're gonna donate like a $20 check.
yeah. That, or I'm gonna be asking for donations. So we're gonna scratch that, and instead of spending $150 on scratch offs, hoping to win big, we're just gonna donate $150 a month to a charity. Yeah.
Nice.
And then so hopefully that'll compound as the business grows. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Cool, man. So how you doing, brother?
Good, man.
Another day in paradise.
Another day in paradise, bro.
I love it.
Oh, yeah.
So here we are at El Honky Tonk, downtown San Antonio. They hooked us up with this location, so
Sweet.
pretty cool little spot, right?
Yeah, I like it.
Cool. So Jerry DeLeon,
What's up?
Music. Where you from, Jerry?
I'm from, well, my dad hates when I say this because I'm not from Pleasanton, but I moved there when we were like 5, so I kind of always say I'm from Pleasanton. But
Pleasanton,
I
Texas.
was born in San Antonio, and we lived on the west side, like the deep west side, bro.
Yeah?
It gets
What
crazy
street,
out.
what cross streets?
We
Do you remember?
lived off of old Highway 90 and South San Ignacio.
A la madre.
Yeah, like
That's deep.
rowdy,
That's Little Mexico.
like dead bodies were a normal thing there.
Oh my gosh.
So they moved us out of there when I was about 5, man, and we, went to Pleasanton, of course. And,
Yeah.
And that's where I always say I'm from Pleasanton. I should say I'm from San Antonio, but Pleasanton sounds.
How much do you remember since you were 5? I mean, it's pretty young. How much do you remember about living in San Antonio?
Man, honestly, like I don't remember too much, dude. Like I remember like where we lived. I remember being like there. I don't even remember. Honestly, I don't even remember being there, but like when I look at pictures and stuff, I'm like, it'll bring back like a small memory. Like, oh
Yeah.
man, I remember that. Like
I remember seeing that dead body after that
yeah,
picture.
I remember that dude got shanked right there in front of my grandma's house and shit. But yeah, I don't remember too much, man. It's weird. And we were just talking about that, the other day. Like, I don't remember a lot from my younger days.
Yeah.
You know,
And so you moved to Pleasanton and stayed there until graduation and all that. You still in Pleasanton?
still in Pleasanton, man.
Mm.
I left Pleasanton for a little while. I went to college in Beeville. I moved to San Antonio for a little bit, but it's always, it's what I'm used to, bro. So
Yeah.
you got to go back to Pleasanton.
Love that small town life.
Yep.
love it.
It's actually growing now. There's a lot of shit there now, but before, like whenever I was in school, it was more like everybody knew everybody there. You'd go to the store and like, hey, what's up, man? Hey, what's up? And now it's just like a bunch of random people.
Oh,
like
yeah.
The oil field. Oh, chingo.
A la madre. Well, there goes that camera.
Yeah. You're
The whole video.
The oil field brought in a lot of people, so it kind of changed everything, and it just grew. Like, they got a bunch of restaurants and stores there now.
Okay, yeah, it's a lot of new people living there.
Mm-hmm.
Not as friendly as it used to be.
It's still friendly, but it's just not as like before. Like like I said, everybody knew everybody, so it's cool. You go and hang out and just talk to your friends, and now like you walk in somewhere like, damn, I don't know one person here. Like you're lucky to see Mr. Guerrero walking around.
Mr. Guerrero.
Oh, rest in peace, Mr. Guerrero. But yeah,
You any plans to move back to San Antonio?
I don't, man.
No.
I don't.
I mean, you work out of San Antonio the majority,
I do,
right?
yeah. A lot of my shows are here in San Antonio, but I just love it out there, man. Like, city life just wasn't for me,
Yeah.
I tried it, and
And you've got a family, you got a wife and kids.
Yep.
Right? I'm trying to pretend that
A lot
I
of
don't know him.
kids. Yeah.
Right? We're just trying to get trying to pretend like I don't know Jerry my whole life, but
About to pull up our fucking old picture.
yeah, when we were
and
kids
shit.
together. But for people watching, right, like I'm just trying to get, ask a couple questions. People get to know you a little bit better.
Yeah, for sure.
You do have a very strong social media following. So like most of your followers already know all these things, right? That,
Yeah.
you're living out in Pleasanton, you got a wife and kids, like
A lot of
18
kids.
kids, right?
A lot of
I mean,
kids.
like Nick Cannon, right?
Nick, I saw that, man. I was like, dang, I got to catch up, bro.
Yeah, he's on 12, bro. You like
12.
4 kids behind or something. I don't know
12.
how many kids you got?
I have 5 kids.
5 kids.
5 kids that I know of right now.
That you know of.
Yeah.
Mm.
There might
That
be
could
there
be a
might be a
good
couple
thing,
more
right?
out there somewhere.
A couple
man,
more out there singing songs, looking just like
Yeah.
Jerry DeLeon.
like Nate, mijo.
Go back to episode 1. That's Jerry's first son.
Yeah.
Or second. Who knows? Good stuff, man. So your kids, what's the age range?
So my oldest son, he's 14. And then my next one is 11, 10, 7, and 5.
Boys, girls? Dang, 5 to 14.
5
Big
to
spread.
14. So it's the oldest is a boy, the second oldest is a boy, and then it's 3 girls after that. I had 2 boys and then girl.
Nothing but girls.
That's when I was like, all right, that's it.
What's so I got nothing but boys, right? What's the biggest difference from because you had 2 boys, so you got so used to being a boy dad,
Right.
and then what was the biggest transition of becoming a girl dad?
I don't know, man. You just feel like this. I mean, I love all my kids, but with the girls, I feel like I can't get mad at them. You know, like
They got you
they're
wrapped.
my babies. Yeah, like
Yeah.
my boys, like I'm like cut your fucking shit. You know, like I'm always getting after them and stuff. And my girls, like they can never do wrong. And my youngest Ava, she's a crazy one, man.
She's a wild child?
She's wild, bro.
Yeah.
She makes all of the other ones cry. And I just can't get mad at her.
She's
you know?
5.
Like, she was born premature. Like she was born 2 pounds 12 ounces. And
2 pounds.
she was a little thing.
Oh,
She fit in the
wow.
palm of my hand. And now, like she does something, and it's all right, baby. You're fine. You know.
You're fine. What about mama though? Mama don't let it slide, right?
No. She's a total opposite. Like she'll get on their ass. You know.
But is she the way you, with the boys the way you are with the girls?
Yes.
They can't do anything wrong with
Just
mom.
like that.
Yeah.
Just like that.
I can see that. I can totally see that. I'm the same way with my boys. They can't. I hold them to a standard that I probably couldn't even keep.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
I couldn't imagine being a girl dad, man. That's both
Yeah,
of my
man, it's
older
crazy.
brothers have girls, and I love my nieces to death, but I wouldn't know what to do if I was their father.
Yeah.
So that's something different.
It
man.
is, man. It's crazy.
Good for you, man. Good for you. I know you're a big family man.
Yeah, for sure.
So let's get into the music. How long you been playing music?
I started playing when I was, I think I was like 17 already. I was like 16 or 17. I was in high school. I was a junior in high school.
Mm-hmm.
And there was a guy there named Brian Anderson. He was playing
Brian.
the guitar.
Oh, yeah. I remember Brian.
Playing the guitar in the hallway. And, man, he had all these chicks around him, bro. And I was like, dude, like, I want to do that, And that same day.
But it was about the girls. It wasn't about the music.
It was never about the music. The same day I went home and I talked to my parents. I was like, I want a guitar, like, I need a guitar. That's what I want to do. And that weekend, my dad took me to, there was a music store on the south side of San Antonio. It's called BJ Southside Music.
Is it still there?
No, it's not there anymore, man. I don't even know if the building's there, but my dad took me there that weekend and bought me a guitar. I remember it was an Alvarez guitar, nice guitar. And he told me, once you learn and, I see you learning, I'll buy you a better one.
Okay.
So, he
So it was
bought me the guitar.
it was a nice little
It
beginner
was a
guitar.
beginner guitar. It was like $200, maybe $150.
Okay.
So he bought me the guitar, man, and I remember getting the guitar, getting home, and I was like, I'm gonna learn this, I taught myself, I was online looking at Googling stuff.
Yeah.
The internet
And this is
wasn't
like
that-
this is pre-YouTube.
pre-YouTube.
Yeah.
The internet wasn't like crazy, like now you can look anything up, learn how
Right.
to fix your motor in your car and
Yeah.
stuff,
Definitely.
So I did it, and we didn't have a printer, so I would write a lot of stuff down. I had a notebook, and
What's the first song you learned how to play on that guitar?
the first song I learned how to play was La Bamba.
Really?
Yeah, it was La Bamba.
Yeah. Why'd
Just-
you pick that song?
Man, because I had an uncle that played the guitar, and he's the one that some dude's trying to come in.
Oh man, we got a beer delivery. Hey,
Right
what's
here, brother.
going on, guys. Yeah, you can put it right here in front of us. What's going on, man? All right, what were we talking? So you picked La Bamba, and you said,
Oh, La Bamba, yeah, because I had an uncle, man, and he's like ultimately the one that, not really the one that really inspired me, because I had another cousin that was a mariachi. He was like my biggest inspiration.
Mhm.
But my uncle, it wasn't my mom's uncle. We would go to parties and stuff, and he would, get drunk and bring his guitar out, and that's the song I remember him playing was La Bamba. Like he would play it, and it just sounded so badass,
Yeah.
Man, I'm gonna learn
like
that
a
one
rock
day.
star.
Yeah, so that's the first song that I learned, and it was just the intro.
Yeah, just to get people going.
Yeah, like I learned those little notes, and I was like, dude, this is badass, So everywhere I'd go, like, I know how to play the guitar, La Bamba. That's it. Like just the
That's
intro.
it.
That's all I know, bro.
So what was Brian playing though that was making him get all the girls?
Brian was just so fucking good, man. Like,
He was talented.
anything he played was just great.
Yeah.
He would play George Strait song, and like, it was just good.
Yeah.
So
And so what was the next song like? Because I mean, you're a country artist, right?
Yeah.
And so did you start playing country? Did you start more Spanish, Tejano?
I did start playing country. The La Bamba was the only song that I wanted to learn because of my mom's uncle. You know,
Got it.
like that was just something cool.
Mm-hmm.
And he also gave me like his first guitar, and I still have it in my house, man. It's got a big old hole in the back now for some reason. I don't know what happened to it, but it's there, man. It's there. He passed away, you know, a couple years back, but. After that, I started, you know, learning country songs. I learned Folsom Prison Blues.
Okay.
And Johnny Cash was one of my biggest inspirations.
Mm-hmm.
So Folsom Prison
And
Blues.
Walk the Line had just come out, right? It was a pretty popular song at the time. Yeah.
The movie came out too, and you know, Johnny Cash kind of just blew up all over again. You
Mm-hmm.
know. So I learned some Johnny Cash songs, of course, George Strait.
Mm-hmm.
But my favorite was probably like, you know, the Folsom Prison Blues song, man. That's one of the first songs I learned like all the way through, and I knew all the words. I knew how to play the whole song. And then that was a song that I would go like jam with my friends, like, yeah, man, this is my shit, you know.
Yeah.
So I played Folsom Prison Blues.
So guitar is the first instrument you started playing?
Guitar is the first instrument I started playing.
And then when did you start singing though? Because I know a lot of people love to play and can't sing like myself.
Yeah.
And so I'll never sing in front of anybody.
I
But when did you realize you had that talent?
So, I mean, I always loved to sing, man. And my parents, they would take me to the grocery store, and I was like 2 years old, barely can talk, and they would have me in the cart, and they said I'll just be singing like a bird, bro, just singing away, like singing to everybody going by us and stuff.
Yeah.
And you know, I just love to sing. And then when I first like knew I could kind of sing was when I was maybe like 8 or 9 years old. I would sit in my room and put my headphones on and listen to music, and I would sing along with these songs, man. I would, you know, and to myself, I was like, man, I sing pretty good, you know, like I'm singing on key and stuff, and I mean, I didn't know what none of that was, but now I do. But
you realize now that you were there.
I was like, man, I was singing good, you know, and like we'd have parties, and of course, like my dad, he'd be the old Mexican dad, like, hey, come on, mijo, get up, look. He's gonna sing, you
sing
know,
on my song.
and there I am standing like a fucking idiot singing
in the middle of the living room.
Yeah, singing to everybody, bro. And now I think about that, I'm like, God damn, why would I do that? You know, like, but it's cool. It's memories that I'll never forget. Like, with my parents, like
making dad proud.
Yeah, and my parents are still super proud of me, man. Like, my dad doesn't go to my shows much anymore because of his health, and my mom doesn't either. But you know, they're proud. You know. Like, every time like I record a new song or do something, like I just feel the love from my parents first before anybody else. You know, like,
that's awesome.
You know, like they're like, hell yeah,
they're super proud of what you've accomplished so far.
Yeah, for sure, man.
Good stuff, man. That's what's up. When you started out, man, was there something or like what? Walk me through going from singing for your friends and family to playing gigs.
So my first show I ever played. So I went to college in Beeville at Coastal Men College. And of course,
graduated
I took my guitar
with honors.
No, I didn't even. That's another story. I took my guitar, man, and I already knew maybe like a good 20, 30 songs. You know.
Oh, okay.
I had this book with guitar chords in there, and that's how I'd play songs. So I took my guitar to college with me, and the first day I got there, man, I sat outside of my dorm room. It was like a big courtyard, an open courtyard. I sat outside of my dorm room. Actually, no, man. There was another guy playing the guitar there. And my roommate was like, hey, dude, this guy's playing the guitar. Go check him out, you know? So I walked out there, and he was playing, and he was probably like me, the beginner, you know?
Yeah.
So my roommate's like, hey, man, he plays the guitar too. And I was like, shut the fuck up, bro. Like, I was shy, man, you know? I was like, no, dude,
like, no, I don't.
Yeah. So I played, like, the guy's like, here, man, you know, play my guitar. So I played Folsom Prison Blues, Johnny Cash, and
sang it, not just played it.
I sang it and played it, man. And there was these two girls sitting by him. They're like, we want him to keep playing, you know. So automatically,
you took homeboy's guitar.
Yeah, that guy was like, kind of didn't like me after that.
Of course,
you know?
yeah.
So then we'd have like functions and stuff. Hey, bring your guitar, you know. So that's how it started. And then these two girls, sisters that lived there at the dorm, their parents owned a bar in Beeville, and they're like, hey, you want to come do a show at my parents' bar? And I was like, no, you know, like, not really. But they had all the PA there. They had everything there. Just
plug
come,
and
and, you know, my parents are going to pay you. and we'll invite all our friends. So these girls made like these flyers and they hung them up around the whole school, man.
Wow.
And we ended up having like probably the biggest crowd they've ever had there.
Wow.
Man. It was crazy because, you know, little by little people started knowing me, played the guitar.
Of course, yeah.
So
even if they don't know you by name, like, oh, that's the guy that plays guitar.
Yeah, for sure. And so I played that show, packed it out, and these girls' parents were letting everybody drink, bro. We were all 18, 19 years old, getting fucked up. They didn't care.
Yeah.
You know, they were old school Mexicans, bro. They're probably like in their 70s. You know, old school people. And they're like, as long as nobody starts any problems. Like, so, man, we got hammered, bro. And that was my first show, man. And then after that, you know, I kind of stopped going to class, bro. I was more interested in playing the guitar and singing. So.
Yeah. So did you start seeking out, you know, gigs now that you had got kind of, now I'm going to say recruited, it's probably not the right term, but, you know, you got sought out to play a gig. At this point, did you realize, man, I can make a living out of this? Like, did you start looking for gigs at this point and stop going to class and kind of made it a job at that point and profession?
No, man. I didn't even think about it that way. It was to me, it was more like, I just want to jam. I wasn't even thinking about gigs. I wanted to sit in my dorm room and learn more and, you know,
learn more about the music.
Yeah. So that's what I did. And my parents were paying for my school. And I think it was like my second or third year. Because I went to Palo Alto College too. I did a couple semesters there. But at this point, I was already getting serious into my major, which was radiology. I wanted to be a radiologist. But after I played that show, it kind of like just did something to me. Like, I don't want to do that no more. I want to do this. Yeah. So I stopped going to class. And the last semester I was there, my GPA was a 0.66 or something like that. Get out. Yeah.
They let you even stay in that long?
No, that was my last time there. That was it.
Nothing but F's.
That was it, yeah. The only class I passed was a teacher that, she was super cool, man.
She went to the show?
She went to the show, yeah. She went to the show. And she passed me, like, barely, like, with the 70-something. But I never went to her class.
What was the class? Music
was,
appreciation?
No, it was, I don't even remember what class it was, bro, because I really never went to class after that. But, I don't even remember her name, man. But she was she was probably like maybe in her 40s. She was a cool lady, you know. Like she called me into her class. She's like, I'm gonna pass you. You know, you don't come to class. Blah blah blah. Give me the whole
just
speech.
Supportive of what you're trying to do. She knows why you're not coming to class.
But as soon as I showed my parents my grades, they're like, time to come home. Like, you're not paying for your school no more. My dad was pissed, man, because he paid a lot of money for me to stay in the dorms and my tuition and stuff.
Yeah, it's different because, I mean, you're leaving from home,
Yeah.
So you can't stay at mom and dad's house and go to school.
I came home, man, and I met a girl there. That's where I had my first son with her. I came home, and I didn't even start playing shows, you know. Like, I started working with my dad, helping my dad out. And then finally, like, I said, you know what? I need to start, like, doing something with my music, you know, instead of just sitting here at home. So I went to, it was called R&J Music Pavilion.
Okay.
You know.
On the south side.
Yeah.
South side of San Antonio.
They had just opened, man, and I walked in, and the owner, like, introduced himself. He was introducing himself to everybody, trying to, you know, market himself.
Of course.
Saying, he bought me a beer, and I told him, you know, I play the guitar and sing. You know, do you mind if I come sing, you know? And I wasn't looking to get paid at the moment. I just wanted exposure. I wanted people to hear me. So I had this little Fender amp, man. It was probably like a small little amp, 12 by 12 maybe, and it sounded like shit, too.
Turned it all the way up.
Cranked that motherfucker up. It's cracking as shit. But yeah, man, that's what I did. You know, I set it up, and that's how Celestial's parents, you know, saw me. They saw me playing at R&J's on that little shitty amp. Yeah,
no
so
way.
I've known her,
that's where it started.
Parents for a long time. Yeah.
Oh wow! And that was back in what year? Would you say?
That was probably like in 2011.
Okay.
Maybe 2010 actually. Yeah, before my son was born. Somewhere like 2009, 2010, somewhere around there. And I would go, and people would still come back. You know, I was like, they would come back and listen to me sing on that little shitty amp. You know,
that's awesome.
I was doing something right.
Yeah, no, for sure. No, for sure. Yeah, I mean, it where you're at now and the following you have, it shows that you're still doing something right. You know what I'm saying?
For sure.
So when did you transition? Because I mean, at this point, I'm assuming you weren't singing any originals at that time.
No originals, all cover songs.
And so when did you transition into saying, okay, like, I'm tired of singing other people's songs. Like, when did you say, I'm going to start putting out music?
It's been about maybe 10 years. So about 2012, man, I was just chilling at home, and one of my buddies came over. His name was Rudy Pacheco. He came over, and I was like, man, we should do a song about Pleasanton, you know? He's like, man, that'd be badass. So I'm there just picking my guitar, and and he helped me with a couple lines, and the song probably took like 30 minutes to write.
Really?
It's just
And this is good old
something
Pleasanton.
something that happened so fast. It's just everything just kind of worked. These lyrics like, oh, what about this? What about that? And it just fit.
Yeah.
So 30 minutes later, we got a song.
Wow.
Good old Pleasanton. That's when that song came out.
So you wrote it and recorded, released that song all in the same year?
No. So I wrote it in 2012, 11 or 12, and I didn't record it until like probably like a year later, because you gotta remember I didn't work. I was trying to do music, and being a musician when you first start, like it's not the best money. Like you make a little bit of money, and recording it's fucking expensive.
It's expensive,
dude.
yeah.
It's expensive.
Yeah.
So I never got to until a year later. I got my band and I started playing shows and I started making more money, and I was like, all right, now I can afford to record the song.
Yeah.
But I didn't record it like I should have. I didn't go to like this nice studio. I went to this. It was like a backyard, somebody's garage.
Yeah,
like,
soundproof to cuartito.
Yeah, a little cuartito, and there was like insulation coming out of the wall and shit.
Oh,
kind of thing.
no.
Yeah, it was.
I
cool,
mean, it
though.
sounds good on Spotify.
Yeah, it sounds great.
It's
It
not too
sounds-
bad of a little cuartito.
Yeah, it was cool, man.
Yeah.
But from that to recording like She's from Texas and
Yeah.
my new song, it's like the sound quality, of course, is
Of
not
course,
gonna be
yeah.
the same. But
Yeah, definitely. Sound quality and the experience.
for what
and-
I could afford, that was my.
That's the
budget,
best you
man.
could do.
Yeah, for sure.
How much did you pay for that recording, if you don't mind me asking?
I think I paid like $200. Maybe.
Okay, that sounds about right.
Something
I was
like
gonna say
that,
it sounds about right. And like now, I mean, recordings now are what, like $1,400-$1,500?
Yeah, easy.
Yeah.
Recorded in Nashville, and I think it was like $1,300 a song, maybe.
Plus the
something like that.
travel.
Plus the travel.
Plus the
all
travel,
that,
yeah.
yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah.
And so, how many songs do you have out now?
Right now, I have Good Old Pleasanton. If you like Texas, I recorded that one like the same day I recorded Good Old Pleasanton. We recorded that other song, which is like kind of like disappeared. Like it was a great song. It just didn't get the promotion
That
that
it should have got, yeah.
Yeah, and then 19 put that one out recently. She's from Texas, of course, is my most popular song.
Mm-hmm.
Then we have another song that we're releasing probably next month, man. It's called Everybody Knows My Name. That's a good
I've heard
song,
you play
too.
that one at live shows. That one's really good.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
probably one of
I'm
my favorite
excited.
songs you played, yeah.
I'm excited for that one.
So through I mean, you've been in the music industry now, I want to say, 10 years, like
10 years or so,
actively.
yeah.
Yeah. What have you experienced that you don't like?
The thing that I hate the
Without
most.
putting anybody on blast.
No,
obviously.
yeah, no. The thing that I hate the most is, and it's probably just off the wall, but a lot of times, like I'll go set up at a show, and you can feel the energy from people. You see people and they're looking at you like,
Who the
what is
fuck
this guy
is
doing?
this guy?
And I'm just watching them, and I'm like, all right, cool, like. And I pay attention to those people because as soon as we start, man, I shit you not, like 99% of the time, they're like, wow.
Wasn't expecting that. Yeah.
Oh my God, But you can see them at first. They're like, man, get out
Yeah.
of here. Get out of here, you
Yeah.
Mexican, whatever.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah. No, and definitely, I think in San Antonio, I mean, just in country music in general, right? Like, I think there's a lot of good Hispanic country musicians that are on the come
man.
up, right?
Yeah, for sure.
There's going to be one actually playing here this weekend, Louis the Singer. I don't know if you've heard of him.
No.
He's out of Dallas, Fort Worth.
Oh wow, nice.
Yeah, and he's playing 2 sold out shows here.
Wow.
Yeah, and
That's
so
awesome.
there's a lot of, especially in San Antonio, there's a lot of Hispanic country singers, right? But you're
Yeah.
right. I mean, in the country music scene, it's rare to see good Hispanic artists.
Yeah,
Right.
for
And
sure.
so I can see that. I mean, I know exactly what you're talking about as far as when people come through and they look at you come on stage and like, who the hell is this guy?
Yeah,
This is
yeah.
a country bar. Why is he?
Yeah,
What's he
for
gonna
sure,
sing?
for
Yeah.
sure.
And even when I brought my friends to come see you at a show, or like even before that, I'll show them a picture of you and they're like, "That's the guy singing that song." I'm like,
Fuck
yeah.
your friends.
No, but then they fall in love, right?
Yeah, for
they
sure,
fall in
for
love
sure.
after they hear you sing. So,
Yeah.
yeah, I mean, I get that, and the thing about that is like, it's out of your control, right?
Yeah, for
I
sure.
mean, it is what it is, right?
And it's funny, like after the shows, it's happened a couple times. They're like, "Man, I want to tell you something. I don't want you to get offended." I'm like, "What's up?" They're like, "We did not expect you to sound like that." Like, what the fuck do you expect to hear, Ramon Ayala?
That's probably what they thought. Yeah. Some fucking.
That's
some
probably one of the
SPM.
most things that like I kind of dislike, but it's made me who I am.
Yeah. You dislike that there's that what I don't even know what the word like I wouldn't even call it discrimination, but like
stereotypical
this.
people. Man.
Yeah. They're expecting a very white country artist.
Yeah.
There. Yeah. But it is what it is. I mean, if the music is good, right? If the sound is right, at the end of the day, people are gonna hear on Spotify or Apple Music or wherever, and they're not even gonna realize if it's a black dude, Hispanic, or white
for
dude,
sure.
an Asian.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And they'll realize that afterwards. You know what I'm saying?
You can't put a color or race to country music, man.
You can't. Yeah.
There's a lot of talented people in general. You know?
Yep.
It's crazy, man.
Yeah.
We're in South Texas, so Hispanic there's a lot of Hispanics
Right.
here. You know what I mean? And
A lot of Hispanics, and I mean, especially in Texas. I mean, country music is, I mean, it's all over the country, right? But in Texas, Oklahoma, right, Red Dirt, Texas country music, the influence is so strong that I mean, it's inevitable that you're gonna get every single race singing country music.
Yeah,
you know
for
what I'm
sure.
saying? It's
Yeah.
just gonna happen.
Yep.
When you grow up around it like that. All right. Let's get into these other questions here. Venues. You've played a lot of venues throughout San Antonio.
Yep.
A few outside of San Antonio.
Mhm.
What do you got on your bucket list as far as like historic venues that you really want to play at?
Probably Green Hall, man. That's probably
Ooh.
the biggest one. 'Cause
Yeah.
I've played most of the venues here.
Mhm.
I've even done like Cowboys Dance Hall and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
But Green Hall is like one of the. I'll probably never play there, but
No, I mean, no, I wouldn't
it's
say
one of-
that.
it's
You
one of
never
those-
know. Yeah.
it's one of those like, once I play Green Hall, like I'm retiring, bro.
You think? Yeah. Is that so? Now it's going to be my following up into my next question is, what would be your definition of like I made it? I said like this is the pinnacle of what I was trying to accomplish. The pinnacle of my musician's career. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, probably Green Hall, bro.
Yeah.
It's
If you
one
can
of
make it into
my-
Green Hall, yeah.
You know, one of my biggest. I've always dreamed of playing a Green Hall. I've played in Green. I've never played inside Green Hall though. That's like, you know, Garth Brooks played there.
Yeah.
You know, all these Willie Nelson, all these huge artists, you know, play there, and to be able to say like, hey, I played there too. You know, like
Yeah,
that's,
to be a part of that.
I want to be
history.
able to tell my kids one day like I played on that stage. You
Yeah.
know, like not. I played at 151. You know, like. Everybody's playing there, you know. I
Yeah.
played at Thirsty Horse.
No,
They're great
no
venues.
hate to 151.
They're honestly one of my favorite shows is probably like 151 or Thirsty Horse, man, just because the crowd's so great there all the time,
Yeah.
you know. And we just love to play there, bro. The
Yeah.
vibe is always badass, you know.
Give me an artist that you'd like to collaborate with. Somebody outside of San Antonio, somebody that's inspiring to you. Maybe somebody that you don't even know personally, but you just love their music. You love the way they produce their music, write their music. An artist you'd like to collaborate with.
I'm gonna shoot high, bro. I'm gonna say Luke Combs, man. 'cause
Yeah?
Luke Combs is just a badass, man, and just looking at his not even music, but just the kind of person he is, you know. Like he just seems like a good dude, man.
He seems very genuine. Yeah. Very caring.
Exactly. It should be somebody cool just to hang out with, you know, like not even to collaborate with, just somebody to sit here like this and talk
Yeah.
to, like
Kinda
I think
have as a
that'd be cool.
mentor.
Yeah, man, for sure. Luke
Cool.
Combs, bro.
He's got some incredible music.
Oh yeah.
And I mean, he came up. It says it in a music video where it said he didn't even pick up a guitar until he was. Is that true?
It's true. Yeah,
That's
he
a
didn't
true
pick up
story?
a guitar till he was like 20-something years old, man, and he just
Wow.
learned it quick, you know.
Was he singing already?
Yeah,
Do you know?
yeah, he was singing already.
Yeah, he just
Yeah.
wasn't playing music.
He wasn't playing music. Yeah.
Writing music, I'm sure he was. I'm sure he was writing music at that point.
Yeah, writing and singing for sure, but playing the guitar he didn't start till late. And he's a great guitar player, you know.
Yeah.
Like, I watch his videos, and you can just see by the way they play the guitar, like,
Oh,
man,
they're
this dude
great,
knows
yeah.
what he's doing, you know.
He puts on an incredible show too. I went to go see him at the AT&T 2 years ago, maybe.
Yeah, same. I
Yeah.
saw him in Flatland Calvary.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, that was.
I don't remember who opened.
Yes.
It probably was the same show, to be honest. I was pretty hammered though. I missed the whole opening act. That was we had floor tickets and we had that access to that bar on the floor
Yeah,
level,
yeah,
and we didn't come out into the seats until Luke Combs came on.
Oh, okay.
So I think it was
might have been the
Flatland.
same show. It was a few years back.
Yeah, about 2 years back.
It's crazy.
Awesome, man. So, what was the best advice you have been given in two realms, in life in general, and in your music career?
So life in general, my dad, man, it's always échale ganas, you know, give it 100%, man. Like, you know, follow your dreams. And my dad's always been very positive. And if I call him like feeling down or something, like he's always like gives me good advice, you know, like don't lose hope, like just keep going, keep pushing, you know. And in music, Man, honestly, I haven't really been given a lot of advice in music because
No.
I didn't really have like a mentor, somebody like to call on and like, hey man, I need advice, I need help. So that's why like I try to do for these younger artists here in San Antonio, like try to help them out as much as I can. I try to mentor them. I try to give them advice because I never got that, you know. I wish I would have got somebody to like, hey man, you know, I'm gonna get you into this club, or hey, I'm gonna come, you know, play with me or whatever. And I never got that, bro. I just grind and kind of did it all myself, you know.
Yeah, trying to figure things out on your own.
So now I try to like, hey, don't do this, man, because I this is what I used to do and it doesn't work. Or don't, you know, like I try to like,
yeah,
you know, and then
try to guide them a little
they
bit.
can take it or leave it, but
Right.
I'm just trying to help them out, you know.
Nice.
So
Cool, man. Well, I mean, it sucks that you didn't have anybody at that time, but I really respect that you've identified that there are some younger cats coming up behind you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
And
for
you
sure.
don't want them to not have that the same way. You're not saying like, well, I did it on my own. You go do it on your own.
yeah,
You know what I mean?
no, yeah.
Good, man. That's awesome. Good stuff. So we're gonna do an acoustic session here in a little bit. What songs are you singing today?
I'll sing. My most popular one is "She's from Texas." Man,
Okay.
it's got, you know, I don't know how many thousands, but it's got a lot of spins, like on, like all the digital platforms and stuff. And I got lucky with that song. I played it acoustic and posted it on online, and somebody from a record label, which is a big, they're called Good Eye Music, having Intocable and stuff.
Oh, yeah,
they
yeah.
saw it and they loved it, bro. And they're like, we want to do that song with you, you know, like
Nice.
we want you to put it out with us. And so I got, man, that's really what changed my career was that song. You know, I went from being like just playing little shows to like going big time, opening for Randy Rogers,
Yeah.
going traveling and stuff like that.
I
You
love
know,
it.
so I'll play that one. I'll play another song. It's called 19. I just released maybe like 3 months ago.
Yep.
Play that, and I'll play a new song I'm gonna release probably next month or the month after. It's called Everybody Knows My Name. I'll play that, and then
Any cover songs today? Maybe somebody who inspired you, or maybe a Luke Combs song.
sure, yeah,
Yeah.
for sure.
Awesome.
Yeah, man.
So let's talk a little bit about She's from Texas. What's that song about?
It's about my wife, man. I wrote that song during COVID. You know, where COVID had just started, and we were just in the bedroom, kind of hanging out, and I could see like the fear in my wife's face, like because at first, you know, everybody COVID, they were joking around about it, you know,
Right.
blah blah blah, and then people started dying, and then our friends started dying, and our family started dying, and we're like, oh shit, you know, this is crazy. So I would see my wife, and I would look at her and like, damn, man, she looks like she's scared, you know, she's sad. So I got a room where I keep my guitars and stuff, you know. I went there and I was like, I'm gonna write a song for her, you know, try to cheer her up. And I hadn't written a song before that. I hadn't written a song in a couple of years. So I was like, you know what, I'm due for a song. So I sat down and kind of like good old Pleasanton, man, it all came together and wrote it in less than an hour. You know?
Wow.
In less than an hour, put it together, and I was like, man, I kind of want to play it for her, but kind of like want to save it, you know. Like,
Yeah.
but
Kind
I-
of surprise her with it.
yeah, I ended up playing it for her. And my wife's not really one of those like, oh my god, it's so
Yeah.
good. She was just like, oh cool, you know, thanks. And I was like, motherfucker, dude, like fuck. I
She
knew I
doesn't
shouldn't
like it. She
wasted
didn't like it.
time,
Yeah,
you know?
yeah.
But after I got it, you know, produced and stuff, I recorded it at Stone Creek with Mac Damon, man. One
Oh,
of the
yeah.
best fucking producers here.
Yeah,
in San
I've
Antonio.
heard a lot of great things about them out there.
He put it together, and Rico from Kinfo added fiddle to it.
Oh,
after,
wow.
You know, after that, then she heard it, she was like, wow,
it's good.
You know, like she got pregnant again that night.
Baby,
Yeah.
baby number 5
No,
or
but
4. I don't know which one that was.
That was a song I wrote for my wife, man. And,
Nice.
And it was just perfect, you know. Just
Yeah.
badass song. Did the music video and
It's on
great
YouTube,
song.
right? It's out there, yeah.
YouTube, yeah.
We'll put the link in the bio.
Oh, yeah.
And then you said 19. Just released that song.
19, we just released that song, but I wrote that song with my old guitar player. His name's Kurt Strausdens, man. He's from South Carolina, but he lives here in San Antonio now. We wrote that song probably like 8 years ago, man.
Oh, man.
And it's one of those things, you know, you write a song, and like I said, it's expensive to record. you
Yeah,
know?
yeah.
And I kind of forgot about it, man. And I was like, man, I need to record another song. And I was like, dude, 19 was a great song, you know? And I hadn't played it with the band. It kind of like just forgot about.
Yeah, and it was in a notebook somewhere.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I played it acoustic. I sent it to my guys, and I was like, dude, let's play this song. And then they're like, yeah, fuck yeah, it's badass, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So of course now I have a little bit more funds to play with. So I was like, I'm gonna record this song.
Nice.
Recorded it and put it out, and it's doing really well too, man.
Awesome.
Really well, yeah.
Good stuff. And that's what's that song about? I mean, I'm assuming
it's
when
about
you were
being 19 all over again, you know.
Yeah.
Like
all over again. Okay.
going back and being 19, used to, you know, run with your buddies and raise hell and stuff like that.
Yeah,
you know,
no worries.
No worries in the world, man.
Yeah. Mom and dad still paying your bills kind of shit, right?
Yeah. Yep.
Well, for some people. So, and then the last original song you're going to sing tonight or this morning, it's going to be tonight, right? I'm used to recording at night.
I'm still fucking half asleep.
Yeah, no, I got an energy drink over there. I'm going to sip on it a little bit. This water ain't cutting it. Everyone Knows My Name?
Everybody Knows My Name.
Everybody Knows My Name. What's that song about, man?
So I wrote that song because, you know, I play a lot of places, you know, meet a lot of people, and I'm not famous. I'm not popular, you know. Like the hit line is that I'm not a big star in Hollywood, but everybody knows my name. You know, like I got a lot of friends and a lot of followers. You know, a lot of good people. So I kind of wrote that song like that, man.
I like it. I'm excited to hear it. This will be acoustic, and Celestial Alcozer is gonna be singing with you, right? Or no? She's in here.
She's gonna sing one song with me. We'll probably do like a Luke Combs song together.
Oh, okay. Do an acoustic or a little duet.
Yeah.
Okay. She's not gonna be singing every song with you.
No.
Okay.
She'll sing one with me, and then she's gonna do her songs.
Okay. Cool. She's gonna be on the show here real soon. All right, man. Is there anything you wanna tell your fans or people who don't know you, who are listening to this and saying maybe I'll give them a shout, maybe I won't?
Just keep supporting local music, live music, man. You know, like you guys let us do what we're doing to make a living, you know. And we greatly appreciate it. Just keep supporting it, you know.
I love it.
Keep supporting it and support Bear Brand. Come on.
Hell yeah, Bear Brand, baby. You know, we are sponsored by Bear Brand here at 210. So yeah, bearbrand.com. Check it out. Well, Jerry, I appreciate you being here, man. Always a pleasure. You know, you're a brother to me. We'll get set up for this acoustic session, man, and y'all check out the link. Just go to the 210 channel. Go do Bear Brand acoustic sessions and check it out.
Hell yeah.
Peace.